So we're doing a show that is loosely inspired by the holidays, and so I have a question for all of you. I want you to think about what is the holiday movie or story or novel that you cherish the most, that you like return to every year, that you really, really love. Anybody who's thinking
Christmas Story.
Okay, great. Who is this? Great. Can I bring house lights? Christmas Story. What is it about the Christmas Story that you like?
It takes place in Cleveland, and I'm from Cleveland.
Okay, wow, so a really personal geographic connection. So if you were to really drill down on the one thing that you love most about Christmas Story.
Well, that's one of them.
Other than the Cleveland.
Well, maybe not other than.
I like the nostalgia of it.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia, awesome, great. So we are not going to live out the Christmas Story. Obviously, like, they did a pretty good job making a movie with that story, so we're not here to retell that story, but we are going to be inspired a little bit by what we've just heard. Nostalgia or Cleveland. Thank you. Looking
at the
Mirror.
I often
see
my gray
Hair.
this makes
me
so full
Of.
longing for
my
younger days.
Sometimes.
I
think of
My hair.
And
I
wonder if
When it
brushes.
against
My
wife's
face does
she
notice
or care
about the
color.
I often
dye
my hair.
Black.
It
it
Makes
me
feel Italian.
and
it
makes
her
Like me.
a lot.
I
Think.
Giuseppe Smith is a blacksmith, ironically. There aren't many blacksmiths left in Cleveland, but Giuseppe is one of them. He has an old-fashioned anvil where he does old-fashioned kind of blacksmithing. But then he also has more contemporary equipment where he does like robot-engineered blacksmithing to create things out of metal. Giuseppe
Pabst
Smith.
Blue Ribbon beer cans, an ashtray with a pile of Merit cigarettes, half smoked. There's even one with like some lipstick on there.
The cigarettes were actually smoked by Giuseppe and the ladies who like to hang out when he's doing his blacksmithing work.
There's a row of chairs where the ladies sit and watch him pound the metal, and an umbrella stand right here for the very many umbrellas they bring because Cleveland is so rainy.
The PBR cans are actually part of a project that he's working on. He's welding them together into shit.
When he has a particularly impressive maneuver to show the ladies, he makes a big deal out of telling them to cover their eyes and protect themselves because things might fly. And actually, he has a number of little scars all over his upper body from things flying out.
Which he wears proudly because he considers himself an artist. So anything that he produces in this fantastic blacksmithing shop of his, both the old school producing things and the new school things, he's very, very proud of.
Giuseppe actually puts himself in harm's way and tries to create these elaborate projects and really, likes the danger because he feels like he has to compensate for the last name Smith, which he doesn't feel is very cool or artistic.
His most loyal groupie is Marta. And Marta has been there, even when he was just messing up all the time, she was there encouraging him. And she's sort of, these girls are new. These other ones are more relatively new. Marta has been with him through the hard days.
Giuseppe, that's just like when you tried to make the cityscape of Cleveland. Remember?
Oh yeah.
It was a while ago.
I wish I could have seen it.
I was inspired. I had seen the movie Mannequin.
Are you doing Cleveland again, or is this a surprise project? Giuseppe?
No, I just got the mantra that we built this city on rock and roll, and I just playing it over and over and over in my head. And I'm just kind of trying to let the universe tell me, like, what do you want me to do with these beer cans?
I have that song in my iPod if you want to listen to it.
I got the it's playing on repeat in my mind, girls.
I was already hearing it.
What?
You're already.
Oh yeah, I thought you were saying that you could hear it. It's starting to freak me out.
Hey, Mom, can we go now? I've been here for like hours.
This is really good education for
He's
you.
not doing anything.
I'm doing this for you, actually, Meredith. I'm doing this. This. My art's for the kids. That's like the one thing that I want left behind more than anything is I want the kids in Cleveland to remember me, because I didn't make jack shit for money. So, I don't know what the universe is trying to tell me with these beer cans, but I know that.
Is this another project for the awning above the YMCA? Or?
Because it looks like I could hurt myself. I mean, there's lots of sharp corners on that, Mom. You told me not to shove metal.
Hurt you. It's Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, I'm like a child inside.
I know you are, Carl. I know you are.
Carla's gonna get it now.
What do you want her to do? Okay, I'll play with it.
No, don't play with it. It's hot and it's sharp. It's metal. I want you to stay here. Why?
You control your child?
Damn it! She's 45!
If your daughter can't appreciate art, then she has to leave.
Yeah, Mom.
Jessica, is this true? You're 45?
No, I'm 40.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
39.
Hey. I don't want you to come into my studio and feel like you have to lie to me.
Jessica, it's no big deal.
Hey, if you're 45, you're a smoking hot 45.
Thank you.
How old do you think I am?
75? No, you wouldn't say that. I would say in your 30s.
Oh, bless your heart.
That's what I would say.
Why you tell me not to lie?
Okay, this time.
You're lying.
Yes, but this is for, that's the one place I wanted to put this sculpture up, is up over the YMCA.
There were 7 such sculptures just arranged, welded down onto the awning above the entrance to the YMCA because they knew when they received these gifts from Giuseppe Smith, they couldn't actually display them any place where children could touch them, or they would cut themselves to ribbons. So they placed them up here where the elements would have their way with them, and a patina of rust and that verdigris would develop on them over the years.
Nests and debris, a bag of Cheetos, white and purple bird shit all over the side. There's even like cigarette butts. Kids had spray painted over most of the good work that he had done that had been thrown up here out of the view of onlookers.
Danny, come on. Danny.
These damn kids are coming back to throw stuff at us.
It looks kind of nice.
No, I think.
I want to get up there. I want to get up there.
I just want to climb me and then cut their leg.
Tetanus.
I want to get up there.
Go.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Spot me now.
Yeah, go.
Maybe you can break a little bit.
Yeah.
I got myself!
It's blood! Oh my God!
Score! Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll!
What are you pointing at?
I drove you here. I wanted to show you my piece. They put it. This is where they put it.
It's not stopping.
Why would you do this to Daddy?
Cling,
Oh, son.
cling,
Hey!
cling.
What's going on up there?
I cut myself!
You're terrible!
Yeah, I cut my finger off! I cut my finger off!
Intended to be interactive like this?
That might be fun.
No, but that's a pretty good idea.
Could be the end.
Hey, that's art! You're destroying up there!
It's a menace to society is what it is!
It's the tip of my finger on now!
Young lady,
Yeah?
what's happened to you?
Well, I was just happening under that thing, and I cut myself with my finger.
Show me.
On right there. Is it art?
How does that make you feel, young lady?
Makes me feel It makes me feel like my soul is pouring out of my finger.
What would you do if I told you that man down there, he created this?
Well, I'd say, you gotta give me the tip of your finger to put on my finger. I got a tip of my finger, and then I have an old man's finger, and I couldn't, you know, put my finger anywhere because I have this big old man tip on. What?
Nothing. Keep talking.
A big old man tip on the tip of my finger, and then I couldn't put it anywhere. So people, you know, I might want to. Somebody wanted to marry me. I mean, that's not the same finger, but it was still pretty gross if they were going to put a ring on my hand, you know. I had this weird finger on it.
Hey, Jake, what are you doing up there?
I'm interviewing.
I need your fingertip!
And that's exactly what he gave to her. He decided that the only way that he would feel that he would actually be able to give her any type of compensation for what had happened was to be able to give that young lady the tip of his fingertip and replace it with the tip that he had.
Giuseppe, you've been working for hours.
Yeah, well, it's tearing me apart.
What's tearing you apart? What is it?
You guys know where Jessica Baker lives?
Of course, it's Cleveland. It's not that big. Exactly where she lives, downtown.
You guys send this to her for me? I owe her something.
We'll do anything for you.
Anything for you.
You get it.
My hanky. Oh, I put it in a box. I wrapped it in a bow. Like, I'm not just gonna give you the figure to hold it. I mean, she'll know what it means. Tell her that I'm sorry and that, you know, she can come by the studio and I can give her free welding lessons.
Okay. It's free lessons.
She get free lessons?
She cut her fingers off.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna need to interview the two of you.
Oh. Okay, maybe. Should we put makeup on?
It's for the New Yorker.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Okay.
It was just the kind of quirky piece that runs in the New Yorker. Weird artist in Cleveland ends up cutting off the tip of his finger for some strange sense of justice to pay back some girl who was affected by his art. Will he find meaning in his life?
Jessica, did you see this? The most hilarious story of a welder in Cleveland.
Oh, I did see that.
Ooh.
It just looked so ordinary.
Yes.
But slice of life ordinary, so I did read about the first 2.5 pages, but then I dropped out after that.
It is literally slice of life.
Yes. Oh, I did not intend, but I will, yes, yeah.
I wish it was, wish I could enter that in one of the caption contests.
Well, you could.
Well, no, it's an article, it's not the...
Oh.
Mommy, Daddy,
Yes.
if you're going to read about it, we were so rich, why don't we just go take a trip and have an opportunity to see this blacksmith for itself?
Oh, no, I don't want to go out to those parts. In Cleveland.
Well, they do have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh,
I mean, that's music. It's not totally preposterous if we told people we're going to Cleveland.
I guess Chicago isn't too bad, and that's pretty close.
We could go to Chicago. We can stop off at Cleveland.
I didn't want to get out of the car. Just drive
Mr.
through.
Smith, my clients, the Smithertons, have sent me ahead to attempt to commission you for a piece. Have you done commissioned work before?
Yeah, you know, I get people to throw me a couple bucks every once in a while. Mostly it's like patching holes in
This
the side of the
relates to
shed.
the piece that you created with the young girl. Jessica, I believe her name is?
Oh yeah, you mean like I gave her the tip of my finger? Well, it wasn't so much a piece that I was commissioned for. I was trying to make peace with my piece.
Fantastic. You can use that in the narrative for the project. We'd like you to continue the work that you've begun.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, does it pay something? Like, do I get a few bucks for it? I mean, like, people stop messing with my artwork above the YMCA?
$1.3 million.
What? Yeah, I mean, you can have my whole fucking right hand.
That's a start. The project actually will involve you donating away the majority of your body.
Shit, that was an expression. Are you fucking serious?
Very serious.
Well, I guess, you know, I have my uncle, he works on cars, he's got one arm. And my cousin, he plays drums for this British band, he's got one arm. Well, yeah,
Very unusual, Mr. Smith.
Yeah,
Perhaps you should consult with this uncle and this cousin.
Jesus, I've never been on a plane before. Probably could have called him.
For the plane to get there, we came to you on the plane.
Surprise!
We both lost our left arm, and I'm South African.
I just have a question. Like, I'm being commissioned $1.5 million for my right hand, and I'm afraid, like,
Take it.
I didn't get it on the plane. That's good.
You just conked out. And
I gotta stop drinking with all these fumes in here. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, take my hand and just, you know, I want to make sure that this money's gonna show up in my bank account. I don't want to wake up from the surgery and however you remove it, and I'm not gonna have a hand on the money.
well, understandably you're concerned.
Oh, goddamn thing.
I'm representing the Smithertons.
Well, I don't know the Smithsons. I mean,
You're a contemporary artist. You don't know the Smithertons.
I know the Smiths.
Where do they make you? Where do they make you?
I don't know, just
The money has been deposited in escrow. When you've completed the work, then you'll have access to the funds.
Who's escrow?
It's an account.
He didn't know who we were!
No!
Oh, that makes it all the more glorious to find! Oh, diamond in the rough! Extreme rough, rustic, ruddy. I love it.
I'm glad you're pleased.
Bring him to meet us at the hotel.
All right.
I don't want to leave the hotel.
And so he did. This is Giuseppe Smith.
Oh my God, he's exactly like I pictured he would be. Don't touch anything.
We would have loved for our father to be here to be able to meet you. He wouldn't come out of the car.
No.
So it was just something about the air in Cleveland.
Right, there were locals around.
Just too many people.
Right.
He saw a smile and
Oh,
Just
those
turns
teeth.
right off.
Oh, what? Yes, exactly.
Well, I can't say that, you know, this is not how I was hoping to make it as an artist, but I guess, you know, I don't know how we're going to do this. If you want to take my hand, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's yours to keep. I appreciate the money, but I'd like to get this over with.
Oh my God, he's so perfect. Is this real?
exquisite.
Is this real? Just everything you say is just so base and wonderful, right? Are you taking this down?
Yes.
Okay, so you were going to donate your legs.
Oh no, it was my right hand.
No.
No,
That was just
most of the body parts. Most.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
51% or no go.
51% of your body over time will be donated away.
Donated.
Where's it going?
Oh,
Other
gosh.
people who
Needy
need
people
those.
that we've selected who have great stories. There's one little child from South Africa missing a leg.
So,
Oh
so
my
sad.
gosh. Oh gosh, it just made me.
Think of all the lives that you'll be touching.
I mean, are you going to take it all at once, or is it like going to be a gradual process?
Well, we brought some knives and some scissors here today. We figured
Right.
we could just start
Right.
right.
And
You guys are going to do it?
that would be in keeping with the style of your art, you see. It would be like a performance piece and it would be recorded and it would be in the style of metalsmithing, right? And it would be done by people who have nothing, know nothing about it, just as you will be entering our world that you know nothing about. It's really very wonderful and very complex, and I'm sure we're going to make a lot of money.
Giuseppe, please don't do it.
I don't know. Jessica, it's a lot of money.
But you won't be able to do your art for us anymore, and then we won't have anything to do.
Yeah, and then I'll get to go home.
Does Meredith know?
Then we'll have to go home. What?
Does Meredith know?
Meredith hasn't been blogging about you lately.
Well, isn't this pretty exciting? We'll be ripped in half like a pack of hyenas with some surgical knives.
That's gross. That's gross.
The $1.5 million, people are going to be wearing my body all over the world.
Who's gonna you're not going to be able to take care of yourself with half a leg and half an
Yeah,
arm.
it's like have ripped off at the torso. Just
Part
belly
of
button
your
up. Everything below gone.
Nose too.
That's weird.
They're right, you shouldn't do that.
I didn't think about that. I just thought the money would take care of it. I don't know. I think I signed the contract. I think I'm obligated to it. And plus, you know, hey, this is a legacy. This is what I wanted, you know. People shit on my art up above the YMCA. You know, they don't appreciate what I do. I know they're embarrassed of it, so they put it out of the way of the view of onlookers. You know what? Fuck all you guys. I'm giving away my body parts.
And so the very next day, the procedure began. There was a team of fully qualified medical professionals observing in case something went wrong.
Okay, what first?
Which one is the
Are you
scalpel?
getting it? Are you getting it?
Hey, I'm still awake here.
I'm going to use the samurai sword.
Hey, I'm still
going to use the
awake
samurai
here.
sword.
Excellent, mother.
Samurai's fine, perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, could I be knocked out of something?
Anesthesia?
I could do anesthesia if necessary. Is it necessary?
I thought you were sort of a toughie, you know, like
That's
one
how
of
it
those.
felt.
Sort of a robe.
Right.
A blacksmith's blacksmith.
5 long, pain-filled days went by as cuts were made, sutures were made, bleeding began and stopped, until finally a torso-like lump was left, propped up in an armchair.
Really stable. I think we
I
can
think we
go.
go. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just wish I figured out suturing earlier in the process. Because I just didn't.
I think
I
by
was
the end,
what?
you really had the hang of it.
Oh my
By the
gosh,
end.
I was using my hands. I just felt like such a
You
commoner.
really got in there, mother. I've never seen you more supportive.
So
nurturing.
dirty.
Oh,
Oh,
and I still have blood underneath my fingernails.
So we could attach a morphine drip up here if you wanted.
You're feeling more pain.
A little bit. I just had all my limbs removed.
So just
The drip
very,
here.
very gently, very gently.
go. You are so good.
And I'm going to put the remote trigger right down here, so if you
Okay.
need more, just push your nose onto it.
Where are my body parts going?
They're all en route to various destinations, a global tapestry of flesh.
In fact, like an animated map, his body parts were going all over the map.
Meanwhile, in the Congo, someone arrives with a leg. Oh, it's a leg! Oh my God! Perfect!
In Iceland, a right ear arrives. Special delivery.
I can't hear you. Are you here yet?
Oh, darling!
And Japan! And he's a sushi person! God gets him right hand!
Ah, yes, I needed salmon, but this will do.
Surprise!
Over in the streets of Belgium, someone knocks on the door with a pinky. Dad, look at it. Oh, is this my pinky? Oh, yeah,
Chocolate beer.
Live in Canada where they invented snowman. Finally, this one gets a nose.
oh, yeah, that's
That looks
perfect.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Merry
Wow,
Christmas.
very realistic.
Read me the letter from the boy in Guatemala.
Mother, would you like to read this one?
Okay. Oh, sure, I'll read it.
Dear Signor Giuseppe, gracias.
Do you
I
mean
can finally write with my index finger. Oh, it's so pleasurable. I'm very sorry about your art, and I will never ever do it again. Okay, I'm going to play soccer.
doesn't that make it all worth it? Huh?
Yes, I'm building human beings around the world.
You certainly are.
I may not be able to work with beer cans anymore.
Well, I think our work here is done.
I think so.
I think we can go.
All
We
right.
can go.
I think I've spent enough time in Cleveland, Mother.
Right. Oh, okay. Good luck. Be sure to buy the New Yorker. And that's all, I think.
Weeks passed as Giuseppe healed little by little by little, the women who used to come to the studio came by and took what care of him they could.
Yeah, I'm talking with these guys from NASA. You know, I'm thinking of buying some legs with some of the money that I got.
Totally do that.
And then, you know, my cousin, you know, the one in Def Leppard, he knows a guy that works with prosthetic arms. He's hooking me up with that guy. Meredith, that's, you know, you totally missed the point. And your lack of blog coverage is kind of insulting.
It is insulting. Well, I mean, what more can I say? You're just sitting there.
I got body
He's a genius,
parts all
all right?
over
He's
the
a
world.
genius.
Yeah, but I just can't rehash the same blog. I've got new stuff, new material, and I've said all I can say about your donation. Now it's just like, he had his bedpan changed, he had his feeding tube adjusted, and he had peas today. When are you going to make something of yourself so I can blog about it?
When are you going to start writing with a little insight? Jesus Christ, are you just taking down a diary of a list of things I did each day?
Trying to, you know,
I'm sorry.
I just, you were cool before. But then you went and gave away all your body parts.
I thought what I was doing was going to leave me a legacy. And maybe it's a legacy that I won't be able to see, but...
It's true, Giuseppe, it's true.
And those thoughts stayed with Giuseppe over the following weeks and months as he spent out the $1.3 million, reacquiring limbs from other sources, legs from NASA, an arm from that connection to the drummer.
Oh, good news, Giuseppe! His little child's died, and his nose is here.
It's just one of them cute stage 1 button noses that everybody has.
I'll take
I'll
it.
glue it on. You're
I smell the fumes of my studio again.
How's that ballerina arm working with your,
The one I got from the homeless man? Yeah, it's all right. I think I overdid it a little bit.
well, you do work with your hands.
I do.
Citizens of Cleveland, we're gathered here today to rededicate the YMCA facility and rename it the Giuseppe Smith Center for Sacrificial Art. We're very pleased and honored to have a guest with us tonight, that same Giuseppe Smith.
I'm just changing my name to Giuseppe.
Just Giuseppe.
I'm taking out the Smith.
Well, we welded.
God damn it. I thank everybody for you all being here with me. The last year's been an interesting one. But I appreciate everybody being there when I had my body parts removed. And then when I had these other ones flown in and sort of...
In fact, it meant so much to him that he didn't notice that from the crowd, people that he had donated or given body parts to were emerging from the crowd. The little boy from Africa.
Recognize my leg?
Do I? Hey! I do.
The sushi chef from Japan.
California roll.
This is the best, most sickest gift I've ever seen.
The Belgian child with a new pinky.
Oh, you gotta be...
What I have here, the pinky from you.
The little boy from Guatemala.
I play soccer.
All of you, you guys really moved me. You know, better than I can move myself.
Still humorous after so many gifts.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to be doing some artwork again, and I need money because I kind of spent $1.5 million reconstructing myself. So I'll be back in my studio. You're all welcome there whenever you want to be, whenever you want to come.
I've gotten so much money from the press covering my story about my pinky. I would freely give you very much money for it.
And I've gotten money from playing and running. So I'll give you my
I've seen
sports
you.
contract
FIFA,
money.
I've seen you.
And so a new model for independent artists receiving funding was born that day. A model which no one else was able to capitalize as well as Giuseppe Smith, but still, it was named after him, the Giuseppe Smith model of independent arts funding.
You want me to what?
Thank you very much.